Hi guys, Paul here, and this is going to be a quick video blog on the R240 multi-rotor. And I'm not sure how this format's going to go, but I'm going to show you the progress. Instead of trying to do a video all at the end, I'm going to show you the progress of me actually building this quad and the sort of problems I come across and what works well and what doesn't, etc. So this is the stage the quad is at the moment. Okay, so the first thing I had to do was get these motors on. These are the Volo T-Motor, or the T-Motor Volo edition. And essentially what I needed to do was, I'm not sure how well you can see this, okay, you can kind of see it there, is I needed to, these 4 holes here that you can see, they're actually 3mm holes. And these T-Motors use 3mm screws. That slot that goes that way, another one goes that way, they're geared around 2mm. And what I had to do was open those up, or 2 of them at least, to 3mm in size. And that was just so I could get the motors in. Well, not a big deal, but it was just something that was required. If you've got your 2mm screws that go into your motors, this won't be an issue. The only reason I actually did that was I wanted this cabling to actually be routed like so. I'm not sure how well you can see that, but that routes quite nicely there. So I wanted it nice and neat. I didn't want this pointing out in this direction or the other direction. But that was the only mod I had to do. Once we did that, I needed to get the KISS ESCs in there. And getting these guys in here, this is the KISS ESCs, I've taken some of the heat shrink off there, is quite the challenge. You can see I've already shorted out one of the pins, and that's just for enabling one shot, and that's been done. And you've got another pin there, I'm not sure how well you can see that. If you short that other pin out, what that'll do is basically reverse the motor direction. So that's the way I've gone about doing mine. I've got 2 pieces of the heat shrink, and you're probably wondering why did I do that and a 3rd piece that's going to go over the middle. The reason was I didn't actually have enough of this clear stuff, so this was the only way I could do it. This way I'm going to still be able to see the LED on the actual ESCs. Now these KISS ESCs, these are the 18 amp version. They're really fiddly to actually solder, so it's just something you need to be aware of, and you need pretty good soldering skills to actually solder these guys up, because you're working pretty fine. So just something to keep in mind. But other than that, look, they're fantastic. They're tiny in the sense that their footprint is just a non-issue at all. And then that basically goes to my power distribution board, and that's the way that's all laid out. So what I'm going to do is close it back up again and show you how the rest of it all goes together. Hopefully you can see that quite well. And we pop on these plastic nuts. So to save time, I'm not going to put the other 2 nuts on, but you can see exactly how it all goes together. And that's essentially how I've got this guy wired up. I'm still going to need a U-beck to supply power to this board. But once I get the U-beck in there, I should be pretty much good to go with the rest of the gear. So that's the only thing I need to get my hands on. So that's basically the progress that I've made on the R240 so far. Once I get the motor directions correct, what I'll do is basically get these wires all cable tied in, and that should neaten things up. But as you can see, it's going to be quite a neat build. And you can see where the ESA sort of sit underneath. I'll get this pop out of the way. Underneath there. It's pretty cool how neat this is going to be. So it's going to be a really neat build, this. Anyway, thanks for taking time to watch this video, and if you found this format useful, I'll continue on with this format until we get to the end of this build. Thanks for taking time to watch this video. Catch you guys later.